Welcome, everyone, to Wisdom and Wealth. Are you feeling overwhelmed, stretched thin, and finding it hard to say no? You're not alone. Many of us, especially as we navigate life after 40, find ourselves saying yes to things that drain our energy and distract us from what truly matters. Today, we're going to tackle this very issue, exploring why saying no is so difficult and, more importantly, how to master it. It's time to reclaim your time, your energy, and your focus. You see, the ability to say no gracefully and effectively is not about being selfish, it's about self-preservation and prioritizing what truly aligns with your values and goals. This video will help you understand how to do just that. Before we dive in, if you find value in this content, please consider liking and subscribing to Wisdom and Wealth. Your support helps us bring you more insights on navigating life with wisdom and building lasting wealth in all its forms. Let's get started. The biggest challenge that many of us share stems from the simple word that often feels impossible to utter: no. It's a short word, but carries so much weight and emotional baggage. Why is it so difficult to say? Often, it's because we've conditioned ourselves to say yes to countless unimportant things. We've become accustomed to pleasing others, fearing conflict, or simply going along with the flow. Now, I am not here to teach you how to be more confrontational, but merely, I am here to provide you with wisdom of the mind. You see, saying yes to things that don't align with our priorities has a ripple effect. It creates a sense of obligation, which can lead to stress, burnout, and a feeling of being constantly pulled in different directions. And the real tragedy here is that every time we say yes to the unimportant, we inadvertently say no to the things that truly matter: our passions, our relationships, our well-being, and our long-term goals. Therefore, it is really important to be aware of that. That's the central concept of learning to say no, in order to reclaim what really matters. It is about setting healthy boundaries, being mindful of our time and energy, and making choices that honor our values and aspirations. And if you are enjoying this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, for more insights to your life. The inspiration for this video came from a powerful concept I encountered: do less. This principle, often found in spiritual practices like Buddhism, challenges the societal norm of constantly striving to do more. Our society often equates success with busyness, pushing us to cram more activities into our already packed schedules. We are told that the more we do, the more we achieve. But in reality, this relentless pursuit of more often leads to decreased productivity, increased stress, and a diminished sense of fulfillment. It's a counterintuitive idea, isn't it? However, by consciously choosing to do less, we can become more focused, more intentional, and ultimately, more effective in the areas that truly matter. It's about quality over quantity, about prioritizing impact over sheer volume. It's about recognizing that our time and energy are finite resources and allocating them wisely. So, how can we apply this do less philosophy to our lives? It starts with learning to say no to the things that don't align with our core values and goals. That's what we are going to be doing today. I'm going to share 5 practical tips that will help you confidently say no to the unimportant and wholeheartedly say yes to the things that truly matter. These tips are designed to be actionable, practical, and tailored to the unique challenges we face as we navigate life with greater wisdom and intention. It will come down to being very intentional and very deliberate. It will allow you to become more focused. First, though, before we dive into those tips, let's explore the reasons why we so often find ourselves saying yes when we really want to say no. Understanding these underlying motivations is crucial to breaking free from this pattern and reclaiming control of our time and energy. Are you ready to begin making some necessary and important changes? Are you ready to be the greatest version of yourself? And while you contemplate these changes, if you are enjoying the content, then please like and subscribe to the channel, in order for us to continue to provide you with content. One of the primary reasons we say yes to unimportant things is fear. Fear can manifest in various forms, driving our decisions and dictating our actions. The fear of missing out, FOMO, often compels us to agree to social events or commitments that we don't truly desire, simply because we don't want to feel left out. This is very true, especially for those who are younger. The fear of letting someone down can lead us to overcommit ourselves, taking on tasks or responsibilities that we don't have the time or energy for, simply because we don't want to disappoint others. The fear of being the only one to say no can pressure us into conforming to group decisions or expectations, even when we disagree. And the fear of making the wrong decision can paralyze us, making it easier to simply say yes, to avoid the potential consequences of saying no. We even say yes to things, not just people. How many times have you planned to do something, then found yourself saying yes to a distraction instead? It could be the lure of social media while you are studying, a notification that pulls you away from a task. These small yes can derail our progress. Let's imagine you've planned an evening of learning or meditation, a time for personal growth and reflection. Suddenly, a friend calls, inviting you to go shopping, attend a party, or simply go for a walk. The fear of disappointing your friend, or of being perceived as antisocial, can easily lead you to say yes, even if it means sacrificing your planned activity. What ends up happening? This seemingly harmless yes can disrupt your entire evening, leaving you feeling drained, unfocused, and further away from your goals. The most important thing that you need to know is that when we consistently say yes to these types of distractions, we miss out on opportunities to nurture our own well-being, pursue our passions, and achieve our larger purpose in life. So, with all that said, how can we learn to say no correctly? The first step in learning how to say no to unimportant things is to cultivate a strong sense of self-awareness. You need to develop a deep understanding of what truly matters to you, why you say yes to certain things, and why you say no to others. This involves taking the time for introspection, reflection, and honest self-assessment. It's about understanding your values, your priorities, and your boundaries. What are your non-negotiables? What activities or commitments align with your core values? What are the things that drain your energy or distract you from your goals? So when someone asks you to do something, take a moment before answering and ask yourself, why am I saying yes to this? Understanding your motivations, both conscious and unconscious, is crucial to making informed decisions. Are you saying yes out of genuine interest, a desire to help, or simply out of fear or obligation? By understanding your own motivations, you can make more conscious choices that align with your true desires and priorities. Before saying no, take a moment to understand why you are considering it. Are you saying no because you truly don't have the time or energy? Or are you saying no because you're afraid of the challenge, or of stepping outside your comfort zone? By understanding your reasons for saying no, you can ensure that you're making a decision that is in your best interest, and not simply avoiding something that could be beneficial for your growth. Remember, before you say or do anything, ask yourself the questions: is it helpful for me? Is it helpful for others? Is it good for me? Is it good for others? If the answer is yes, then proceed. But if the answer is no, then refrain. This simple framework can help you make more conscious and aligned choices, protecting your time, energy, and well-being. It will allow you to be intentional, and deliver the best versions of yourself. Don't forget that if this content resonates with you, please be sure to like and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth. The second step in mastering the art of no is to cultivate self-discipline. This is where the rubber meets the road, where intention translates into action. Self-discipline requires courage, grit, and a willingness to prioritize long-term goals over short-term gratification. Now, I am not encouraging you to be some stoic robot, but rather to be aware. Saying no can be particularly challenging when the things we need to decline are enjoyable or tempting. It takes a lot of courage. It's easy to succumb to instant gratification, to indulge in distractions, or to prioritize the immediate pleasure of saying yes over the long-term benefits of saying no. For example, imagine you have a study session planned, but your friends invite you to a party. While the party may seem more appealing in the moment, you know that dedicating time to your studies is crucial for your long-term success. Here's another scenario. You're committed to building a strong spiritual foundation in your life, but find it difficult to resist the allure of distractions that pull you away from your practice. In these situations, self-discipline is essential. It's about reminding yourself of your priorities, your values, and your long-term goals. It's about recognizing that saying no to immediate gratification is an investment in your future self. But how can we cultivate self-discipline? Start by setting clear and specific goals. When you have a clear understanding of what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to resist temptations that steer you off course. Another tip is to create a supportive environment. Surround yourself with people who encourage your goals and respect your boundaries. And finally, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when you stumble, and use those experiences as opportunities for growth. When you do say no, it is very important to say it politely. Remember, communication is key in all relationships. A great quote once said, "Learn to say no without explaining yourself." While I respect the sentiment behind this quote, I believe it's often more effective to explain your reasons for saying no, especially when dealing with friends, family, or colleagues. Providing a brief and honest explanation can help others understand your perspective and respect your boundaries. It also demonstrates that you've given their request thoughtful consideration. In doing so, you will have provided them with a respectful answer. Remember, saying no is not about being rude or dismissive, it's about protecting your time and energy and prioritizing what truly matters to you. When you communicate your boundaries clearly and respectfully, you build stronger relationships based on mutual understanding and trust. This will help allow people to understand why you are saying no, and help them to respect your time. The third step is an important one, that many often take for granted. The third key to mastering the art of saying no is to understand that your time is valuable. Time is the most precious resource we have. You don't have infinite time on this earth. It's a finite resource that cannot be replenished. Once it's gone forever. Therefore, we must treat our time with the utmost respect and care. Think about your time the way you think about your money. You don't spend it without any thought. You think about your purchase. And you don't simply give money away. You don't waste money on frivolous purchases or unnecessary expenses. Instead, you invest it wisely, allocating it to things that provide value and contribute to your long-term financial well-being. Treat your time the same way. Be mindful of how you're spending it, and prioritize activities that align with your values and goals. Avoid wasting your time on distractions, unimportant tasks, or commitments that don't contribute to your overall well-being. Just like money, time can be invested to yield significant returns. Investing time in personal growth, meaningful relationships, or pursuing your passions can lead to increased happiness, fulfillment, and success. Conversely, wasting time on unproductive activities can lead to feelings of regret, dissatisfaction, and a sense of being stuck in a rut. The key is to become more intentional about how you spend your time, consciously choosing activities that align with your values and contribute to your overall well-being. Okay? When you value and respect your time, it becomes much easier to say no to things that don't deserve it. You recognize that your time is a limited resource and that you have a right to protect it. You respect your own time. When you value time, then it is also important to value the time of others as well. The fourth step in mastering the art of saying no is to ask yourself a magic question: is it really necessary? Before you say yes to any request, commitment, or activity, pause and ask yourself if it's truly necessary. This simple question can be a powerful tool for filtering out the unimportant and focusing on what truly matters. Do you really need to attend that meeting? Is it essential for you to respond to that email immediately? Do you have to volunteer for that project? Often, we say yes to things out of habit, obligation, or a fear of missing out, without ever questioning whether they're truly necessary. This can lead to overcommitment, stress, and a feeling of being constantly pulled in different directions. For example, imagine you've had a long day at work and you're exhausted. As you scroll through social media, a notification pops up. It's tempting to check it, but ask yourself, is it really necessary? Will checking that notification add value to your life? Will it help you achieve your goals? Or will it simply be a distraction that steals your time and energy? Similarly, before agreeing to a request from a friend or colleague, pause and ask yourself if it's truly necessary for you to take on that responsibility. Is there someone else who could do it just as well? Are you the only person who can fulfill this request? By asking yourself these questions, you can identify opportunities to delegate, decline, or simply say no, freeing up your time and energy for more important things. So you must ask yourself, is it necessary? Doing so will really help you focus on the important things. This has been a channel dedicated to wisdom. It can also be considered a channel dedicated to success as well. And finally, the fifth and final step in mastering the art of saying no is to figure out what's truly important to you. Most of the time, the reason we find ourselves saying yes to unimportant things is that we haven't yet identified our core values and priorities. We lack a clear sense of purpose, a guiding vision for our lives. When you have a deep understanding of what truly matters to you, you're much more likely to say no to things that don't align with your values and goals. You know what you want to achieve, and you're willing to protect your time and energy in order to pursue it. Take some quiet time each day to reflect on your values, your passions, and your long-term goals. What do you want to achieve in your life? What impact do you want to make on the world? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Ask yourself what you should do today. What is the most important thing that I should do today to achieve the larger purpose of my life? You'll have a much clearer understanding of what truly matters to you and what doesn't, making it easier to say no to distractions and prioritize the things that are most important. Now, I know I've given you a lot to think about in this video, and I'm hopeful that you will be able to make positive changes in your life. This has been a channel dedicated to providing you the very best information for yourself. Thank you, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe.